Dear intercessors and prayer warriors, Lars Enarson here from Israel with Gaza in the background. We are now in the 4th week of the war in Israel. And I want to encourage you to pray as never before. Israel entered into Gaza last Friday, and now we need to pray for success to wipe out Hamas. This is actually a spiritual battle against a principality in the heavenlies called the Prince of Persia. Just the same spiritual force that Daniel was involved in his prayer with fasting and intercession for his people in Babylonia. So we need to enter into the same battle. And I want to encourage you with the scripture from James chapter 5 and verse 16, the end of the verse. It says, the prayer of a righteous person has great power at its working. Let me read that again. The prayer of a righteous person has great power as it is working. Just remember that. I want to encourage you. It's wonderful to pray together with other people. We need to do that, but do not underestimate the tremendous power there is in one righteous person that is interceding on his or her knees in the prayer closet. You can fight this battle for Israel on your knees. And I want to encourage you to enter into that battle. Pray for angels to be released to follow the army of Israel into Gaza, to protect the soldiers, to help them supernaturally, to set free the captives that Hamas has taken, the prisoners that they are now holding in Gaza. Pray that Israel will be successful in defeating this Nazi Hamas ISIS monster with the extermination of Jews in their primary goal. And the extinction of all of Israel is what is written in their charter. There is no way to negotiate ceasefire, peace agreements, or anything like that with this enemy. Israel has tried it one time after another in this battle with Gaza. This time Israel is forced to defeat permanently this enemy. And it's going to be a blessing for the whole world when this enemy falls. Pray that the truth about Hamas will come forth. The truth about the Palestinian conflict. This is a battle against lies from the enemy. It is a battle for the truth. And that's what we need to enter into with prayer, with fasting. I encourage you to do everything you can to pray and intercede for Israel at this time. Do not let up. This is going to be a long battle, a long war. Prime Minister Netanyahu said Israel is now in its 2nd war of independence. And it lasted over a year, the first war of independence, 1948-49. We don't know how long this is going to last, but Israel is prepared for a long battle that, if God doesn't do a miracle, will involve all the other forces targeting Israel right now, directed by Iran. It is Hezbollah in Lebanon, it is Iranian forces in Syria, in Iraq, and the Houthi terrorists in Yemen. Israel is surrounded on all sides from these octopus that is directed by the Ayatollahs in Iran. So it is a spiritual battle with the Prince of Persia. And I want to encourage you by reading from Joel chapter 2, the famous verse in 28. Everybody knows it. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. After what? It says it shall come to pass afterward. Well, let's read the verse preceding. It says, you shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I am the Lord your God, and there is none else, and my people shall never again be put to shame. Did you get that? When God is manifest in Israel, restoring his people, that Israel is not put to shame, After that, the Spirit will fall on all flesh. It happened 1948, after the War of Independence, a supernatural victory that God gave his own people when Israel was founded, and there was massive revivals around the earth. The same in 1967 when Israel got back Jerusalem, the charismatic renewal, the Jesus movement, the Messianic movement, they were all birthed out of that victory. Now it's time for another wave of revival all over the earth, and specifically in the Muslim world. When this Muslim principality that is now rising against Israel again, when it's defeated, multitudes of Muslims are going to turn to Yeshua the Messiah. And that's what we need to pray for. Pray for the poor, suffering people in Gaza under the torment of this terrorist regime, that they are going to be set free by this victory of Israel over Hamas. Finally, one more specific prayer request. So, up till now, the Red Cross, the International Red Cross, has not lifted a finger to do what they are obligated to do, namely to care for prisoners of war. And they have not done anything to help those civilians who have been taken captured by Hamas in Gaza. They are refusing to do anything. It's a shame. An organization that bears the Christian symbol of a cross, that they are behaving in such a way, it is unacceptable. We need to pray for a change. So thank you for standing in this battle, in this war against the enemy. Just like Daniel did when he fought on his knees, he saw the breakthrough. And it's interesting, after exactly 21 days, Israel started to go into Gaza after the war broke out. Daniel had to war in the spirit on his knees for 21 days until the prince of Persia was defeated by the archangel Michael. So this is a spiritual battle. You have the tools. You have the possibilities to enter into the battle. God bless you. Shalom from Israel.